Plus of variations. So here we have studied the functions. Let y equal to f of x. So here y is function of x. Here in calculus of variations, we are discussing about the function as the form of x, y dash. So this is function and y is function of x, y is function of x, and y dash is nothing but derivative of y with respect to x. So here functional means functionals is a mapping from functions to real numbers. Functions to real numbers, and functional is nothing but there is a variations. The variations we can express it as I equal to integration x1 to x2, and the function is f of x comma y dash into dx. So here this one is called functionals, and here I gives the real value. I of y gives the real value. F of x comma y dash. Then if we give the increment for f, so increment should be very small, then we can express the given function as f of x comma y plus h into alpha of x comma, and y dash can be written as y dash of x plus h into alpha dash of x. So we can write it as integral 0 to 1 square root of 1 plus y dash square into dx, or integral x1 to x2 square root of 1 plus y dash square dx. So Euler's equation, a necessary condition for the integral I equal to x1 to x2 in the integral f of x comma y dash into dx to be extremum, then the Euler's equation is dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash equal to 0. So proof. So here is consider the curve y equal to f of x. So it is a curve. So we draw the curve. So this is P and this one is Q, and we write it that this is x1 comma y1 and this one is Q at x2 comma y2, and we have the another curve, neighboring curve. We draw that so that there are 2 points at P and Q, the neighboring curve meets, so that here we have the another curve. There is an increment in the curve from this point, so we express that this is the curve y equal to y of x or f of x, and this one is nothing but y equal to y of x plus h into alpha of x. So here this length is y1, this one is y, and this one is x. So here we have the two curves. One is already we have written y equal to f of x or y of x, and the neighboring curve is nothing but y of x plus h into alpha of x. So here these two curve coincides when h is 0. H is 0, both the curve coincides. H is 0, both the curve coincides, and alpha of x1 is 0. There is no increment at this point. Similarly, alpha of x2 equal to 0 at q. So this should be remembered. This is at q and this is at p. So here I is integral x1 to x2 f of x comma y of x plus h into alpha of x comma y dash of x into x plus h into alpha dash of x into dx. This one with respect to h. So when we are differentiating with respect to h, so here x is independent of x. X is independent of h. Then here di dividing by dh. So left hand side we are differentiating with respect to h, so that the right hand side we have the variables x, y, y dash. So here we must apply the partial derivative dou by dou h of f of x comma y of x plus alpha of x into h comma y dash of x plus h into alpha dash of x into dx. So here we apply the differentiation x1 to x2. So here if we differentiate, first we differentiate the function dou f dividing by dou x, and this x should be differentiated with h. So here dou x with respect to h. Similarly plus here we must differentiate this one with respect to h. So dou f dividing by dou y, and y should be differentiated with respect to h, plus dou f by dou y dash into dou y dash dividing by dou h into dx. So here what we must do, we must differentiate the given function. Already we have mentioned that h is independent of h, so this becomes 0. So this one is 0. Why? Because it is independent of h. So we have only the two terms, and here we have the function y of x plus h into alpha of x. So if we differentiate this one with respect to h, then we can write it this as this one is 0, y of x is 0, and differentiation with respect to h become 1, and we get only alpha of x. Then here if we differentiate y dash of x plus h into alpha dash of x with respect to h, then we get alpha dash of x. So y dash of x is independent of h, it becomes 0. So now the above term we can write it as x1 to x2. This first term gets 0, dou f by dou y into dou f by dou h, that is this one we are getting alpha of x. Sorry, this one is y. Dou f by dou y into dou y by dou h plus dou f by dou y dash into dou y dash with respect to h, we can write it as alpha dash of x into dx. So here we must integrate this one. We cannot integrate directly. So what we must do, we change the second term. So first we modify this one. So if you want to modify this one, so what we do, first we consider that u equal to dou f by dou y dash, and dv is nothing but alpha dash of x. So here by integrating this one, we get this one as alpha of x. So here if we modify this one by using the integration by parts, so integration of u dv equal to u into v minus integration of v into du. So here we get integration x1 to x2. First term we write it as it is, dou f by dou y into alpha of x plus dou f by dou y dash u into v is alpha of x minus integration v is alpha of x into dou f by d. Here we must differentiate d, so here d is nothing but d by dx of dou f by dou y dash into dx. So here we must apply the limit x1 to x2. So here we must substitute the limit, upper limit and lower limit, but the second part we have the integration, so we must write as it is. If we apply the upper limit, we get alpha of x2. So this is 0 at q, and if we apply the lower limit here, alpha of x1 we are getting, just we must replace x as x1. This is 0 at p. So if we modify this one, we can write the x1 to x2 dou f by dou y of alpha of x. Then this one is 0 minus this one is alpha x. Here limit is same, so we can write it as alpha of x into d by dx of dou f by dou y dash into dx. So alpha x we can take common, so it is nothing but arbitrary. So here left hand side we have di dividing by dx. Simultaneously I am writing that this one is extremum, that is minimum or maximum if di by dh is 0 when h is 0. So already we have discussed that here both the h, when h is 0, both the curve coincides to find out the maximum or minimum. So here di by dh is equal to 0 when h is 0. So here left hand side is 0 equal to right hand side I am taking alpha of x common, so that I can write it this as dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash of alpha of x into dx equal to 0. So here we can write it this as alpha of x is arbitrary. Then we can write it this as dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash equal to 0. So this is the necessary condition for Euler's equation. F is function independent of x. Okay, that means the function does not contain x. It does not contain x. Then we can use the formula f minus y dash into dou f by dou y dash equal to k. K is constant. Suppose f is independent of y, then we can write it directly. The Euler's equation become dou f by dou y dash equal to k. So here if you remember the equation, it will be easy to write the terms. So here Euler's equation is dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash equal to 0. Here f is independent of y, means there is no y in the given function. So this become 0. So this one is 0. Then this one d by dx of dou f by dou y dash equal to 0. So here by integrating this one, we can write it as dou f by dou y dash equal to k. So another one, suppose f is independent of x and y both. So there is no x and y. Then straight away we can write that y double dash is equal to 0. It provides the straight line. So remember, so here provides straight line.